Did you know? Clamp is an all-female Japanese manga artist group consisting of leader and writer Nanase Okawa and 3 artists whose roles shift for each series. Mokona, Tsubaki Nekoi, and Satsuki Igarashi. Clamp was first formed in the mid-1980s as an 11-member group creating doujinshi. By the time the group made its mainstream publishing debut with RG Veda in 1989, it was reduced to 7 members. 3 more members left in 1993, leaving the 4 current members of the group. Notable works by Clamp include X, Magic Knight Rayearth, Card Captor Sakura, and its sequel, Card Captor Sakura Clear Card, Chobits, X-Holic, and Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicle. Various series by the group cross-reference each other, and characters reappear in multiple works by the group, with Tsubasa, a series set across multiple dimensions, featuring multiple alternative versions of characters from past works. Clamp are noted as among the most critically and commercially acclaimed manga artists in Japan, and as of 2007 have sold nearly 100 million books worldwide. 3 of Clamp's artists, Mokona, Tsubaki Nekoi, and Satsuki Igarashi, first began drawing manga when they were teenagers. The 3 artists were in the same school. They met and befriended Nanase Okawa through one of her friends who had bought comics from Mokona. The original group of 12 members began to meet at every event held in Osaka and Kobe, which usually occurred once a month. Before they began creating original work, the group produced doujinshi of Captain Tsubasa and yaoi doujinshi of Saint Seiya and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. However, in 1987, the group stopped doujinshi and began creating original work. It was at this time they began working on RG Veda, a loose adaptation of the Rig Veda. Their first collaborative work was entitled Clamp, which they continued to work on until shortly after the debut. The group debuted as professional manga artists when they decided to print the manga RG Veda, which they had first started as a fan comic. After seeing the comic digest of the manga series that Clamp had published, an editor for Shinshokan's Wings manga magazine asked the group to work for them. They submitted an approximately 60-page story as a sample, but the work was rejected. Okawa later lambasted the draft, stating that everything was bad, and attributing the quality to the group's lack of experience, since they had never before completed a story as a cohesive group. The group was given another chance at publication should they submit a new story that Shinshokan liked. This time, they submitted RG Veda, which was serialized in Wings magazine. During the time before their official debut, the group moved to Tokyo and rented a small 2-bedroom apartment. Okawa stated that she thought she was gonna die there. Nekoi stated that the only private space they had was under their desk. RG Veda was originally planned to be a single story rather than a series. Although because of good reader response and higher than expected sales for its first volume, Shinshokan permitted the group to create more volumes. However, after each chapter of the manga was released, Shinshokan threatened that it would cease serialization should its popularity fall. Genki Comics began serializing Dokyeon Clamp School Defenders in August 1991, which became the work that the three artists Mukona, Nekoi, and Igarashi enjoyed working on the most. In March 1990, Wings began serializing Tokyo Babylon. In December 1990, Monthly Asuka ran Clamp School Detectives, and in May 1992, it began serializing X. Clamp was serialized by many other magazines, including Kobunsha, publishing Shirahime Show, Snow Goddess Tales on June 10, 1992. In 1993, Clamp released two different manga. In March, Miyuki-chan in Wonderland, which began serializing in New Type. And in November, Magic Knight Rayearth, which was serialized in Nakayoshi. Nakayoshi also began to serialize card captor Sakura in May 1996. Okawa, Clamp's leader and storyboarder, particularly enjoyed working on card captor Sakura because unlike many of her previous works, it wasn't tragic. Kadokawa Shoten published The One I Love on July 17, 1995, which first began serializing in Asuka Comics DX in October 1996. In December 1998, Suki, a light story, began first serializing in Asuka Comics DX. And in January 1999, Angelic Layer first began serializing in Monthly Shonen Ace. The members of Clamp all share a single workplace, and as such do not need to arrange specific meetings. Nanase Okawa acts as the group's spokesperson, producer, director, and storyboarder. Mukona is the chief character designer while Igarashi and Nekoi work for the background. However, the three often shuffle their roles. Sometimes they may split the work of the characters and backgrounds or have one person draw all the art depending on the story. The three artists try to stay as close as possible to Okawa's original designs. Okawa advises the artist on what colors to use. Although Okawa chooses which projects they decide to decline or accept, Satsuki Igarashi decides on the actual time and order the group works on each project, creating the schedules for time allotted to each individual work. They do not have any assistants, stating that assistants would slow them down because they would not understand the years worth of jargon they have created amongst themselves.